Hello, my name is Leaney-Levenson, and this is my persuasive speech. Here's my audience. My persuasive speech is titled, Why College Core Curriculum Should Be Dropped. In this speech, I will be attempting to persuade you to believe that the college core curriculum should be removed. I will be giving you reasons why it should not be mandated and alternatives against it. I will be giving you arguments against my point, and I will be countering them with plans that would better suit the needs of college students. First and foremost, college is too expensive for me to be sitting around taking classes I do not need. I will never once in my life use anything from the calculus class I was forced to sit through 3 times. I will never use anything from the political science class I sat through. I will not use the history classes, and I will not use the English classes. I pay $22 grand a year, and I waste approximately half of it sitting in college core curriculum classes. To me, that seems unacceptable. With that time and money, I could be taking other classes that better suit my needs going into my career. I will be going into a photography career, and I could be spending my college time learning more about it. I could be taking photography classes, I could be taking art classes, I could be taking business classes, and they would all help me more than calculus, political science, and English will. Another alternative is that if I did not have to take 60 credits worth of college core curriculum, I could spend that time either fast-tracking my graduation, as I found a statistic here at my source that says without college core curriculum, you could potentially graduate in 2 years, or I could spend that time, as I said, taking more classes that benefit me. Or an alternative option is to be taking internships during my college years that would allow me to be better in my field. Secondly, college core classes are often underfunded, underdeveloped, overcrowded, and ill-equipped. These college core classes, despite being mandatory by the colleges, are often brushed aside by the budget, and this creates a lack of curriculum, it creates overcrowding, and it creates ill-equipped teachers. You have probably noticed that on many college websites, it states what the student-to-teacher ratio is. This is because it has been scientifically proven that the less amount of students in a classroom, the better the learning environment is in said classroom. So tell me, why is it that these mandatory college classes all have upwards of 70 kids in them, where there is one teacher standing at the front lecturing? We do not soak in knowledge from this. All we do is accidentally fall asleep and wake up at the end realizing we will fail our next quiz. Thirdly, college core classes lack any real use. Most of these core classes are useless, and most students ignore them. They do not teach us valuable information. They do not teach us valuable skills that we will take with us into our adult lives. Most students are just in them and they get by. Their only goal in these core classes is to make sure their grade doesn't go down any lower. I will now be telling you some arguments against my point and countering them with a plan for moving forward. One could argue that college core curriculum creates well-rounded students. And to that I say, I do not want to be well-rounded. I am going into college to pursue a specific career. And although I may have changed my mind halfway through, I'm still going in for a specific career. I am not going in to take extra math classes, history classes, and English classes. I'm going in now to study photography, to study the arts, possibly to study business. I am not interested in these core classes. Secondly, you could argue that these classes teach useful skills. And to that, I will go back to what I said in the beginning in saying that I will never once use anything from my calculus class. So an alternative for moving forward, I propose that if you would like well-rounded students with useful skills, that you should be teaching them these skills in high school, where my learning is free. Yes, I know about taxes, but it's free for me. Where my learning is generalized, where my learning is to equip me for college, where my learning is not specialized to the career of my choice. That is when the core classes should be taught, like the rest of the core classes are taught. Besides, are these core classes really core? Why is it that SUNY Fredonia, SUNY Sullivan, and Syracuse University all have different requirements for their core classes? Some schools require a gym. Some schools require a political science. Some schools require diversity courses. And some schools require none of these. And that is only in New York State. What about the rest of the country that supposedly has this core curriculum? Why is it that this so-called core curriculum is able to be changed in so many different ways throughout all of these colleges? In conclusion, college core curriculum is just another way for colleges to squeeze more money out of already broke college students. The so-called core curriculum is a waste of students' time, energy, and money, and students would be much better off focusing on the classes in their field. In this speech, I have talked about the core curriculum, how college is too expensive, and how core classes are ill-equipped. Thank you for listening. My name is Leaney-Levenson, and this has been my Persuasive Speech. Here's my audience. Thank you.